everyone, it's Bianca and today I'm going to be telling you all about my favourite books. To start off with, I'm going to get the obvious ones out of the way because they'll be like, oh, another YA fiction lover. Yeah, alright. My first favourite book, of course, is The Fault in Our Stars, and it's my number one favourite book because feels. I just love this book so much, and if you haven't read it, I think it's safe to say that you're just not living correctly. Everyone should have read this book by now, and it is my number one favourite, and it will be my favourite for the foreseeable future. My second favourite book is Eleanor Park, which is another one that everyone should have read. It's by Rainbow Rowell, and oh, I love this book so much. It's about two characters, Eleanor and Park, obviously. Cat. Eleanor is sort of a misfit and she has an unhappy home life, and Park just sort of lifts her out of that and they fall in love and things happen. A lot of things happen and it has a very emotional ending which I can't deal with, but oh, the feels. I love this book so much. I can't, I just... What? The next book is The Secret Life of Bees by Sue Monk Kidd, which I'm sure most people have read by now. But I've read this about 3 or 4 times and I've loved it since I was about 12 or 13 years old. I first read it on holiday and I absolutely fell in love with this book, and the main character, Lily, she just learns so much and she has such a horrible home life, and then things just work out. And there are so many great characters and there's like a bit of a love theme in it, but it's not too strong. It's not like the whole book, which is nice. This is just a really great book and you should watch the film too because I loved the film. My fourth favourite book is actually not a trilogy. I think there's 4 books in it, but it's the Mallory Blackman Noughts and Crosses series. And I first read this when I was 12 again, I think. And I've read it, I think, 3 times? Anyway, I absolutely love this book because it addresses the issue of racism, but in a reversed way where, like, white people are considered lower and then black people are the higher class, which it's just really interesting to read it from that perspective, and I think that Mallory Blackman just kicks ass. I love these books, and I've read one of her other books, which was about a teen dad, which was Cat. Which was really interesting, but these ones, absolute brilliant writing. I love these books, and I actually made my mum read them too, and she loved them as well. Now, my next favourite is a classic, Lord of the Flies, and I actually only just read it this month for the first time ever, but I will definitely be rereading this because it was amazing, and I can't believe I've only just read it now. It's the sort of book which I think I would have enjoyed more if I was 13 or 14, maybe younger. But it's quite brutal, and bloody, so I'm quite glad I read it now. But this is amazing, and it just makes you think a lot, and I couldn't concentrate on anything for about 3 days after I read this because my mind was so stuck in, like, the island which they're on and how everything turns out and what would happen if I was in that situation. Read this. Read it! My next favourite book is Before I Go to Sleep by S.J. Watson, which a friend recommended to me, and I wasn't entirely sure if I'd like it when I picked it up, and I was like, but then I read it, and it's about a woman who, like, every time she falls asleep and wakes up, she can't remember anything apart from up until an accident, and she lives with her husband, and I don't want to spoil anything because it's so good, and I love this book so much, and I just want everyone else who reads it to go into it not entirely knowing much about it like I did, and just, if you pick up any book, pick up this one out of all of these because, oh, it's just so good. It's just so good. And finally, my last favourite book is A Street Cat Named Bob. This is a true story. It's a bit of a memoir about a homeless man who meets this cat, Bob, in the streets of London, and Bob helps him to make money and get out of drug addiction and build a good life for himself. And oh, I cried so much. And I actually have the second book over there, but I haven't read it yet, but I will this year. But this book, it just really makes you think, and it supports my love for cats, because cats are my life, as I'm sure everyone on Twitter who follows me knows, and oh, it's just so heartwarming, and it really makes you appreciate what you do have, and it made me want to support people with life struggles even more than I already can. And it's just, this is a really good book to read, I think, if you need some pick-up. And it's quite an easy light read, and it's just really good, okay? I've used the adjective good way too many times in this video, but these books are my absolute favourite books, and I just want everyone ever to read these books because they just really will make you think, and these books turned my life around. That sounds really cliche and disgusting, but they really did, and I just wish everyone ever could read these books. Okay, so these were my favourite books. Click the like button if you liked any of them too, and if you want to read any of them, or what your favourite books are. I'd really like to know because I'm always looking for recommendations, even though my TBR pile is out of this world. Me and my darling say goodbye now. Say goodbye, Kim. Goodbye. Did we have fun making this video? Do we love books? I feel like this is some unrequited love. Maybe we should make an unrequited love video. Not about us, about books. Okay, bye!